Yo, what is going on, you guys? T Money Plays and Jewdog. We are you guys' hosts for today. Welcome to Season 2's Streamsgiving, Episode 4, Rare Gaming. Jewdog?
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Because we're gonna talk about some nostalgic stuff also as well, because if you grew up playing those games, this might touch you right in the heart, so it's going to be a good thing, and we're going to be rating them on basically what they're worth.
Yeah. So
And we're gonna go from there, and then
So we've got a website and everything all pulled up, and we are going to be rating them according to how the website has them rated, and they have it rated based off their price. So we're going to be going into the rarest gaming consoles we can find on the internet. So let's talk about that.
Yep. And then this is the
All right, we are back. All right, so today we have a very fun podcast planned for you guys. Since you guys follow us, we are gamers, obviously. Got to talk about gaming consoles. So today we are going to be rating, going on order of 10 different consoles, starting from number 10, going to the number 1 spot. Number 1 is going to be the most expensive. So without further ado, we will go ahead and get into this and start pulling the screen up for you guys. And coming in at number 10 is the Sega Genesis CDX. And its price is appraised at $5,000 because of how rare this console is.
Oh my God. And that's the one with it had that attachment, right? Like where you could play the Genesis games, and then it had to play discs, right?
Yeah. And G-Dog, I'll share my screen for you so you can see what we got going on here.
Yeah, I'm opening up Google as well.
There you go. I just went live for you so you can see what I see. So, this console began in the early 1990s. Sega combined their Genesis and Sega CD into one hybrid console called the Genesis CDX. The unit retailed for an unbelievable $400 at release. And it's exorbitant price resulted in some rather lackluster sales later on in the future.
I've heard some other people on YouTube talk about it, that it didn't really sell too well, because it was more like, you're telling me I gotta buy I already have a console, and then I gotta buy an add-on, and then the games and all this shit. So it's basically that was if you think about it, that was the first version of DLCs.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it is pretty ridiculous with how expensive it is and how rare it is now to be able to find something like that. And
yeah, but you said on release it was $400.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically when that was the version back then of the, what do you call it? The Xbox 360.
Yeah, for real. And then
because the 360 was about $400, right, when it released?
Something like that, yeah. All right. And then, of course, the value has gone up with the time. and the Sega Genesis CDX now fetches quite a price on sites like eBay. A typical run of the mill console sells for $1,000 at the cheapest, although better quality ones often sell upwards to $4,000 or $5,000. It's no joke.
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Wow.
Yeah. So that's the 1990s Sega Genesis CDX, appraised
Okay.
in mint condition at $5,000.
Would you say that maybe it's because like people like on YouTube like those rich like those what's the name AVGN, the angry video game nerd, shout
Right.
out. I love that guy, like he's great. But do you think like it's because of people like that started to make it popular again, that's why they're so expensive now?
I think it's because it's such a rare console, and they only made so many of them,
Okay.
and that
Like
one,
like
that
like the
price
Dreamcast.
was, yeah. But for two, because collectors are trying to get them, and when
Yeah.
collectors try to get something, that's when they appraise it for higher values because of it.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, we have a place down here where I'm from, dude. It's called Flux. It's in McAllen. Big shout out because homie Aaron works there. So big shout out to homie Aaron. They do nothing but retro games there, dude. Like they have what is it? The fucking it was like a TV, but like it would stand up straight. What
Okay,
was it called?
I don't
The
remember.
Vectrex. There you go. The
Okay,
Vectrex. They have them there for sale, dude. Like if you have old consoles and stuff like that, you need them to get fixed, or you're looking for parts or whatever, like they can hook you up, dude. And then what's badass is they have an arcade in there, and you pay $5 and you can play all day.
oh wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, like they have like Mortal Kombat, House of the Dead,
Mortal
like the
Kombat,
stuff. Yeah,
that
like the
that
stuff we
that's a fun one.
Yeah, they have 1, 2, and 3, and then you pay $5 and you can play all day, dude. But if you leave and you come back, you have to pay another $5. Like
Right. All right, moving into number 9 spot is, well, you said it earlier, the Dreamcast. This one is the Mazoria Dreamcast, appraised at $6,000.
oh, wow. Is it because of the guy on the
He's
on
the
the I
inventor of one of the games that you play on the Dreamcast.
which is
I don't. It's hard to tell. But it says
yeah,
there were quite a few different variations of Sega's final home console, although none of them were quite as unique as the Mazoria Dreamcast. Developed by a Japanese vehicle manufacturer of the same name, only 500 of them were made. That's not only that's not the only reason why people are willing to pay upwards to $6,000 for them, though. The consoles and controllers feature a special coating that causes their color to change depending on the lighting and viewing angle in certain conditions. The systems appear to be aqua blue, but they can also take on a purple coloring if they are viewed from a different angle or the light level changes.
wow,
So it's like a
that's pretty dope.
pearlescent scheme with it.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. And then I do if I remember right, that right there, like if you can point at the controller with your mouse.
Right here.
Yeah, that was like a whole separate little console on its own too, right? Like you
Uh,
could take it with you. You could take it with you
in a way,
and like
yeah.
yeah.
And then
If
move it.
if I remember, because I only knew one person in my entire life that actually had a fucking Dreamcast, and it was my older cousin's friend Orly, and he had a Dreamcast, and that was the only time I ever got to like see one in real life and play one.
Okay.
But I don't know if he still has it, but I remember, that's why I remember Dreamcast, like, because it was like a
As
thing,
well as you
like we would
do,
go,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it was like a thing, like because my cousin, I'm 28, my cousin, what, he's 30, 30. I think me and him were like 7 or 8 years apart. He's 8 years older than me. So like, you know what I mean? So he was kind of like my
Right.
big brother.
Yeah.
And then I would go hang out with him and like sleep over and stuff. And then I would go over to his friends' houses, like that lived in his neighborhood. And so I would go over, and his friend Orly, he had a Dreamcast, and that's why like it that's why like I talk about Dreamcast like so much, like I bring it up a lot because I only played it one time, and I remember because he had House of the Dead for it, and the only time I could play House of the Dead was at this place in Peter Piper. So that's why like the Dreamcast, it's like, goddamn, dude, like I got to get one,
That's awesome.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. And then moving into number 8, well, we're continuing on with the theme, obviously, is Dreamcast Stars Edition.
Stars.
And it's appraised at $7,000.
Holy shit.
When it comes to rarity, the Stars Dreamcast is right up there with some of the hardest to find systems ever released. This was a console officially released by Sega exclusively in Japan. It has a gray/blue color scheme and comes with a special star sticker on the disc drive. It was also released with an exclusive controller, the video game's Code Veronica again, and some other Resident Evil merchandise. Only 200 consoles were made, so as one might expect, its value has skyrocketed. It's exceedingly rare to find them for sale online, although recently popped up on eBay for an grand total of $7,000.
Right?
Yeah.
Exorbitant amount of 7,000. Holy Jesus, man. That is a wow. And then the fact that there was only 200 made. I think we had a conversation one time about that, about those like the 360s that
Yeah.
were like special edition, like they had like painting on them or whatever, and then now they're like worth a lot, like,
Yeah.
wow, man.
But that's crazy.
I didn't even know that Resident Evil was on the Dreamcast.
Yeah, apparently.
That's crazy, man. That is cool. I like it. I dig it. That's dope.
And then this one is going to be for you Pokemon fans out there. Moving in number 7 position is the Pokemon World Championships Nintendo DSi XL, appraised for $7,000. And now this one is a beautiful console. According to the seller, this is an extremely rare console that was only given out as prizes to the top players who competed in the Pokemon World Championships in 2010 held in Hawaii. The console is a vibrant yellow, completed with beautiful decals of various Pokemon and the symbol for the 2010 Pokemon World Championships in the corner. The seller has valued the console at a whopping $7,000, although it doesn't seem to be getting much attention.
Wow. But that makes sense though, because it's like you had like it said there, you had to win it, right? It was like
Yeah.
a special. Yeah. So yeah, of course anybody would pay. I'm pretty sure whoever has one of those, I'm pretty sure like they could haggle and probably get more than $7,000 if somebody really wanted to buy it.
Oh yeah, easily. If they really wanted to, they could.
Yeah,
And
like if somebody like die hard, like I really want it, whatever, like I'm pretty sure they could get more than 7,000.
right. And for me, like I like DS's. I own one. But this one's the DSi XL. So that one, like you have the Nintendo DS that's like this big, and then you have the XL that's like twice as big.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I stopped fucking with Nintendo after the NES. Like I never got the N64 or the the Nintendo Switch, like all that new stuff, the Wii. Like
Right.
it just like I stopped fucking with Nintendo after like that's as far as Nintendo I'll go,
Right, yeah. And then moving into number 6 position, the PlayStation 1 10 million edition. It's rated at $7,500.
Oh my god.
To celebrate its first console selling more than 10 million units, Sony released a limited edition model known as the PlayStation 1 10 million edition. They were produced in extremely limited quantities and were dark blue in color rather than the console's signature gray. The consoles regularly sell for more than $5,000 on eBay, with the average price sitting somewhere around the $7,500 mark. That said, tales of people picking up the system for bargain prices at yard sales or in secondhand stores do pop up online from time to time.
Oh my god, dude! Can you imagine like how lucky you would be, like if you just went to a yard sale and give me $50, and it's worth fucking how much?
So
7,500. Like
7,500, yeah. So
that,
you're getting
like
it for what, like 20 times the amount that you might have bought it at with a yard sale or something like that.
yeah, like if you went to a yard sale and like, hey, how much for the old PlayStation or that PlayStation thing? Like, yeah, give me $25, give me $50, and then it turns out that it's worth $77,500. Like that would be one hell of a thing,
Right.
like.
And it's because these people who sell them don't know its worth.
Exactly.
They don't know the worth of it, so they're just like, yeah, I'm just going to sell it, get rid of it, or whatever.
Well, you know what? I can verify that claim for you because where I'm from, bro, in Donna, a city over, it's a city that way, and in Donna, there's this. We have a pulia, which is a flea market, right?
Right.
But you go there, right? And the best days to go are like on the weekends, because like there's more vendors, there's more, there's more things. But the thing is, you have a chance of finding shit like that, bro, because all the
Wow.
people there, all the people there, not to be rude, but like all the people there, they're mostly from Mexico.
Right.
And they have no idea like what it's really worth,
The value or the prizes, and
yeah, and then they don't give a shit, like they really don't care. Like to them it's just like something to sell, like like those
exactly, yeah.
It's just something to sell. Like they don't really care, that's what I'm trying to say. So like, yeah, dude, like I've come across some shit at fucking at the Pulias, man, in Donna, and at the flea market. Like, yeah, you're like, bro, like, yeah, this is, I'm taking this, and like you end up spending like $10, like.
That's crazy. And then moving into number 5 position is the gold Minish Cap Game Boy Advance SP, appraised at $8,000. And it's because it's Legend of Zelda themed. And here's the backstory on it. The exclusive gold Minish Cap Game Boy Advance SP is one of the rarest consoles ever made, according to the seller. This rare limited edition pack is a UK exclusive. And it contains both the Minish Cap video game and considerably rare gold Game Boy Advance SP. The console itself is rare enough, but the particular copy comes equipped with a factory sealed box in nearly mint condition. And no, it's not cheap. The seller currently has it priced at a whopping $8,000 or $334 a month for 24 months for those who would rather pay in installments.
Bro, that's like buying a car. Like
Exactly. Like that's
and then
crazy.
and then the way that he put it, installments of what, 300 and what?
$334 a month for 24 months.
24 months. That's like buying a fucking car.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, well, a used car, not a brand new, but like a used car.
But still, yeah.
But damn, dude.
Like, and it's crazy.
Funny? Me and my friend Dan were actually talking about Zelda the other day. When we were talking about it, I'm gonna be totally honest with everybody on the internet. I have never ever played Zelda in my life.
Nor have I.
But I have seen people play it, and it's actually looks very interesting. Like, I actually do want to try it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I've never ever played it, but I've seen other people, and I'm like, I'm down. I'd do that. Like, it's dope. It looks good.
And then moving on to number 4 position is the Shadow of the Tomb Raider Xbox One X. And this,
I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was just like a stone.
Yeah. It is appraised for $8,400. The result of a special collaboration between Square Enix and Microsoft, the Shadow of the Tomb Raider themed Xbox One X is truly one of a kind and looks absolutely stunning. It was auctioned off via eBay with a view to raising money for charity, with all of the proceeds going to the Best Friends Animal Society. The winning bidder ended up paying over $8,000 to get the hands on the unique system, which was released just 2.5 years prior to the launch of the Xbox Series S and X. Some may see this as a bit of a waste of money, but considering the limited nature of the console, it's likely worth more now than it was at the time of the sale. Even if it isn't, though, the money at least went to a good cause.
Well, that's true. Yeah, because it was for the Friendship Animal Society.
Yeah.
So yeah, hey, that's dope. You see, like that, like something like that, I could.
So
respect.
something like that kind of actually caused it to become more rare because it was being sold for charity.
Exactly. And then there, I'm pretty sure there's only one of that.
Oh no, it says it has a very limited supply.
Oh shit.
So it means there's probably only like 50 of them made or something like that.
Right, like maybe 50 or 100, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like basically for the people that probably donated to that animal thing, those are probably the people that got them, you know.
Probably, yeah. And then moving on to the number 3 place, and we're getting to the top 3 now officially. And this is where we go from $8,000 to $18,853. The Atari
That's
Cosmos.
we're at 5 digits. Oh my god.
The Atari Cosmos is appraised at $18,853.
Oh my god. I've never ever even seen that. What is that?
It's like a portable. It's kind of like the Game Boy of Atari.
What?
It's a portable Atari gaming console.
That is wow. I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, because when I think of old gaming systems and especially portable ones, the first thing that comes to mind is like the Game Boy and the one that Sega had, the Game Gear. Those are the
Yeah.
only ones that I think of. But I had no idea Atari had a basically like a Game Boy. That's great. Wow.
Right. So here's the backstory of it. Atari was once a huge player in the video game industry and had several successful home consoles. One market that the company failed to break into, though, was the lucrative handheld sector, which it's one time revealed Nintendo would eventually go to dominate. That wasn't for lack of trying, though. The Atari Cosmos was in development for 3 years before eventually being canceled in 1981. Although the Cosmos was never released, 5 prototypes exist, 3 of which are just empty shells. One of these shells found its way on eBay in 2005 and sold for a staggering $18,853, suggesting that the 2 functional units are likely worth considerably more. So if you get both units, like the whole thing actually working, you're looking at paying at least 50 grand for that.
Yeah, and yeah, that makes total sense because like you just read like there where you just read that it said that they were a prototype. There's only 5 of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
These prototypes are just empty shells. So if you get the actual working components, you're looking at something that's going to be like 3 times more expensive.
Yeah, what was it? Is
$18,853.
Woo-wee. That's a lot of money.
All right, and now moving in top 2 for a whopping $360,000. The Nintendo PlayStation.
Oh, okay. I do know the backstory behind this, that Nintendo and Sony wanted to partner up, and then Sony and Nintendo like didn't get along, I guess. So they went their own way and they made the PlayStation 1, and it just like like, oh my god, dude. I've seen this in a video, but I didn't know it was $360,000.
Yeah. It's not uncommon for a company to dip its toes in the waters of the competitive console manufacturing market rather than diving right in. Before the Xbox, Microsoft worked together with Sega during the development of the Dreamcast. And as it turns out, Sony did something similar with Nintendo back in the early 90s. Dubbed the Nintendo PlayStation by many, the resulting prototype was first discovered in 2009 by a former Advana employee named Terry DeBold. More than a decade later, he put the device up for auction, where it eventually sold for an eye-watering $360,000, making it the world's most expensive piece of gaming memorabilia at the time.
Wow, dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine like if like okay, this was a thing, right? And it was developed, whatever. Let's say they released the couple, and you were that one kid, like, hey, yeah, hey, mom, dad, yeah, it's probably like $300, but can you buy it for me? You took care of it. Can you imagine?
Being able to turn around and sell it now,
Yeah,
like
bro,
that,
that's like a
that's
house.
crazy.
That's a house. That's a house payment.
Exactly. Like that's a down payment on a brand new house for you.
Yeah, $360,000. That's like a
Or
down,
either that or being able to purchase a house. If you're
yeah, like
if it's a $300,000 home, you're purchasing that house outright and turning around using that money to be able to build your equity on it or whatever.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, dude, like literally whoever has that could legit sell it and buy a house.
Exactly.
That is insane.
Now you thought that was crazy. Wait till we get to the number one spot. But before we do,
I already feel my brain about to explode. I'm not gonna lie.
we have two honorable mentions that unfortunately didn't make it in our top 10 list because it was outside of the 10 zone. But we want to give a big shout out to a cool one here,
The Cuphead.
seen as the Cuphead Xbox One S, sold at $3,000. The Sony PlayStation 4 20th Anniversary Edition for $2,400. And the third one, if I can find it here, the Pokemon Stadium N64 Battle Set for $500.
Wow, man.
But now, those are just a couple of the honorable mentions. We just had to kind of give them shout outs since they didn't make top 10. But now we want to go ahead and go to what is considered the number one spot of this entire list here.
I think I have an idea of what it is, but I could be wrong.
All right, G-Dog, give us a drum roll, please.
All right, here we go.
And if my computer stops lagging. Stop lagging. In the number one spot, we have the Nintendo Wii Supreme, selling at a whopping $375,000.
Oh, Jesus. But okay, but like, it's well, obviously it's not made out of pure gold, but like it's gold plated, like actual gold, right? Like,
so listen to the backstory of this. With over 2.5 kilograms of solid 22 karat gold and 78 flawless diamonds, totaling 19.5 carats, the Nintendo Wii Supreme definitely lives up to its name. 3 of these luxury consoles were produced by Stuart Hughes, with the asking price sitting at a lofty $300,000 Great British pounds. It's unclear how many have sold up to this until this point, but the gold alone is worth at least 150 grand. This isn't the only gold Nintendo Wii to have been produced either, with THQ having once famously commissioned one for Queen Elizabeth II. The system never actually made it into the possession of Her Royal Highness. However, and instead fell into the hands of a collector known as Dan Tuco. After holding on to it for many years and one or two failed attempts to sell it, they were finally able to do so in May of 2022, May of this year, with the Royal system auctioned off by Golden for $36,000, including fees.
That, oh my god, dude! Like, it's got diamonds on. Like, what? Like, okay, I get it. Special edition consoles, this, that, I get it. But diamonds, gold, like, why? Why?
78 flawless diamonds on it.
And the fucked up thing is too. I'm not gonna say any names. The fucked up thing is too is I used to work. I used to have a job, right? And I knew a person that I worked for, and I would basically like bodyguard and basically just be his friend, like hang out with him.
Right.
I've actually seen one of those in real life, dude. I'm not gonna say any names, but I guess the best I could say is they are from the Middle East, and they own a lot of oil. Like, they some like Ayatollah motherfuckers, you know?
Right.
Like, I've seen it one in real life, like that. I've seen it in real life, but like I didn't get it. Like, but I guess if you have that much money, right? Fuck it, why not?
Why not buy it? Yeah, exactly. So that's crazy that it sells for that much. Oops, hold on.
That is insane.
Let's get your video feedback here. But yeah, 78 flawless diamonds totaling 19.5 carats and 2.5 kilograms of solid 22 karat gold.
Damn, man. That
for
is
$375,000. Like, dang.
That is just yeah, it's like, why? It's like, one, why would you make that? Two, why would you even need it?
Why would you even play on it? That would just be a shelf display.
Exactly. Or, you get in a pinch, you fucking sell it for gold.
Yeah. But I mean, I could buy a brand new Maserati with that thing.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, it was crazy. I thought it was so funny that when we were going down the list, that we went from, dude, that's like a house payment, that's like a car payment, and then, like, bro, you could literally sell that thing and buy a Maserati.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great. That is insane, man.
I can't believe they made systems that crazy expensive.
Yeah, me neither, man. Like, I think it probably, somebody just, like I said, it's probably a son of a very rich man, and they were like, yeah, well, I want mine to have gold. And then the company Nintendo was like, hey, that would be dope. We'll make it for this guy. We'll sell it, and then we'll make like 5 more.
And how about we do one better for you? Instead of just gold on it, we'll throw 78 flawless diamonds totaling 19.5 carats on there for you as well.
Like, oh my god, bro! Like
each button is diamond.
I'm not look, YouTube. I am not saying that I would do this, but I'm just saying that if there was a cat burglar and somebody had that gold diamond fucking plated fucking Wii, that's all you need, bro. Just take that.
Take that. Don't take anything else.
Yeah, you just go straight for the Wii. It's just take it.
But that's the thing. What if it's in an average everyday household like ours, and someone breaks in, they'd be like, "Oh, this guy's trying to make it look all fancy and expensive. We ain't gonna take that."
Oh, you're right. It might like throw him off. Like, this guy's fake flexing. Like,
Yeah, exactly. That they turn around and steal all your electronics or something like that.
yeah.
You just turn around and sell that and get all your electronics back and then some.
Hell yeah. It's like, hell yeah. It's like, hey, you dummies. Like, you took the least, you know, the least valuable shit.
Go on the news and be like, "Hey, to the people who broke into my house, thank you,
Y'all
because I was able to
like,
buy
y'all
brand
some
new
dumb-
stuff because of your dumbasses."
It's like, because y'all some dumb motherfuckers. Like,
Yeah, exactly. I can just see it happening, just seeing that happen, and people would be like, "What in the hell just happened here?"
No, I can picture it. I can picture it when they get back to their like hideout or their lair, whatever robbers call it, right? And then they see that on the news, and the other guy just like fucking gives the other one a sope. I told you to fucking take that shit.
Or goes up and punches him right in the face and be like, "You dumb motherfucker. I
Right? He's
told
like,
you
I
so."
told you to take. It's like, I told you to take that motherfucking thing. Like,
Exactly. A few days
would
later,
be
he
like-
shows up in the hospital and gets arrested.
that would be like, dude, that's like a scene in like a spoof like gangster movie right there, bro. Like, for real. It's like, God damn, didn't I tell you to take the golden fucking Xbox or the fucking golden Wii? But no, it's probably fake. You fake flexing. Well, look now, motherfucker. Like,
GTA 5, the movie.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh boy.
It would be that it would be that one guy, the one that the balding, the one that's going bald, the real fucking
Trevor.
crazy one.
Trevor.
Yes, he came out in Walking Dead and stuff, dude. That he would be the one slapping people. Like, I told you to take that motherfucking thing.
Exactly. He'd be slapping Franklin across the face and being like, "I told you to steal Michael's Wii."
Right? It's like, it's got gold on it, and I said take it, and you were like, no, I don't think it's real. Well, look now, motherfucker. Like,
Now we all know the true origin of how Michael got his mansion.
he stole a gold-plated, diamond-encrusted Wii.
No. Trevor and Michael turned around and left it there, and he turned around and sold it and got his money to be able to buy the mansion.
Right, like he duped them. He was like, nah, it's just the game console, and like fucking sticking it in his backpack.
Right?
Like, fuck that. Don't worry about it. It's just a game console. They don't pay much for those.
Right? God.
Oh my god.
Dude, our imaginations,
I'm not gonna lie.
bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. I was like the shit we come up with.
Right. Oh boy. Just watch. We post this, and all of a sudden, the creators of GTA go being like, "Hey, this is some A1 shit right here. Let's make a movie about it, and let's get these guys to work on this with us."
Right, like, let's do this. These guys seem like pretty good writers.
We show up and be like, we don't know what we're talking about. We're just sitting around having fun on a podcast.
I'll just walk in there. Jeffrey Epstein is in the back of my car, so Does anybody help me out?
Walking up to the doors with your chest pumped out and your arms in a T pose, going, hi, 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 hi.
You gotta make the face. You gotta make the face too. You gotta like.
And then you go, I'm the man, and you hit your chest like a gorilla. I'm the man.
Like Joe, right? No. Okay, I got one better. You gotta walk up in there like Joe Rogan. Alpha male, alpha brain.
Hey. We can't knock Joe Rogan. He's the
I love him.
I
love him.
He's the epitome of podcasts.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But I do respect Joe Rogan. I'm not gonna lie. Like Joe Rogan, I don't know, some weird reason if you see this. I do have a lot of respect for you, man. And I'm just busting your balls.
Oh yeah, we both do. Hey, if you're ever watching, come join us on the podcast. We'd love to have you and give us some pointers and stuff too.
That would be awesome. Show me how to do that badass fucking kick where you just like a donkey, just like wow.
Right.
Dude, but you know what's funny though? Like that's one reason though. Like now that we brought that up, like not to kiss ass or whatever, but like now that like Joe Rogan is a topic, that's why I have a lot of respect for the excuse me. That's why I have a lot of respect for the guy because he's so humble. He's very nice, and he tells you like it is. And
he's full of wisdom, yeah.
Yeah, and then he's not afraid to talk about topics that people are afraid to talk about
or get offended by. Yeah,
exactly. Like he has the balls to do it, but also keep it professional. So like that's why I have a lot of respect for that man, dude. Like straight up, like no
exactly,
joke. Like, no joke.
True that. All right,
like this guy's had scientists and like all these like different people on his podcast and he just treats them like normal people and just asks them questions like like that. I think that's super awesome.
Yeah, true that. So, but hey, unfortunately, you guys, thank you for tuning in on the podcast today, but that's all the time we have for today's podcast. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to slap a motherfucking like on the video.
Slap that fucking pound that fucking that like button like if like a UFC fighter beating someone's ass.
Exactly. Yeah. No. Like Scorpion kicking Sub-Zero's ass.
There you go. There you go from MKX.
Yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, that's all the time we have. If you guys are new to both of our channels, make sure to subscribe. We have more content like this, as well as we stream on both of our channels. And we've been doing a lot of Modern Warfare 2 lately. And if you guys can, as well, do us a favor. Check out the podcast on Spotify. Share it with your friends, your family, your coworkers, your exes, your fiancés, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, your
whatever, and
mama from another mother.
If
share it with your pet goldfish.
If you're from Appalachia,
share it with your pet Yeti.
Share it with your cousin. I'll share with everybody.
Share it with your pet Yeti. Share it with Bigfoot too.
Edit that part out.
But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and joining in, listening to all the laughter we had at the end here. And yeah, if you guys can as well, check out our Twitches as well. We have a link to them in our videos. So go check it out. But
and also and also too, when I stream, if you watch my channel, I usually have my Patreon, and I have my my Cash App. If you want to see more content and like behind the scenes stuff and help out the channel, me and T Money, like I said in the last video, we I decided to share the Patreon, so it helps out both our channels,
Yeah.
and we'll be putting behind the scenes stuff, bloopers, stuff like that you can't see on YouTube, and like a dollar, that, or whatever you feel you guys want to give,
Goes
and
a long
it helps
ways.
it helps us out a lot. It, like, obviously T Money has a job, I have a
Yep.
job, we work, but
And if
it's
you guys do, for some odd reason, give big donations, we will give you a major shout out as
yes,
well.
yes, and then I am in the works of actually making merch. So when the merch is ready and done, because it's hasn't been made yet, but when it's done, the first people to donate to the Patreon, the first 5-10 people that donate to the Patreon, you get a hat or a shirt or something.
You'll get free
But I'm
merch,
still,
basically. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, like you donate to that, and whatever you want to donate,
But
dollar, whatever.
But we're saying this now. It's not from the time that you donate now. It's from the time we will do a limited time thing with that, where the first 10 people to donate, after the release of the official merch is out, I will be able to get that, get the merch items exclusively before we do the full drop release.
Exactly,
So the
exactly. Like I
podcast,
said,
so people on our
like
podcast, you guys get first dibs before anyone else does.
exactly, and like I said too, when the merch is complete and we already have it ready, if you donate to the Patreon, first 10 people, you guys will get a gift. But that's when the
Yeah,
merch is ready, and we will announce when the merch is ready.
exactly. Yeah. We are currently in the works of it and getting it all designed up. It will definitely have our logo on there, and we will be getting that going. And once it's ready, we will give the podcast a chance for about a month. Giving you guys a chance for a limited time to be able to get into that raffle for being able to get it, essentially, is what it is. And then you will be able to then get a free item with your merch purchase. While later on, when we do the full drop for like our channels and everything, they won't get the free product for purchasing because they didn't get into the exclusive. So if you guys want to be able to have your friends get into this exclusive offer, make sure to get them into the podcast and listening to the podcast, and everything.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
preferably
We
on
might,
Spotify over the YouTube.
yeah, we'll probably start with t-shirts first, and then we'll probably, or I'll be the one, me and T Money, obviously we're gonna be working together on it.
Yeah.
But he'll do the designs, and I am going to make the shirts.
He is doing the
So we'll
print.
start with t-shirts. Yeah, so we'll start with t-shirts, and then we'll work our way up to other stuff, and yeah, and we'll try to make it as
And we
comfortable.
won't say what the free item is. The free item is not going to be announced. You guys will get the free item inside with your purchase.
Yeah.
And it'll be exclusive.
Along with the shout out.
Yep.
And then hopefully we can work on a way to make a tier list. Like, if you donate so much, we can, work something out. We'll get a way to do a tier list going.
Eventually, yeah,
But
we'll have like a tier list where you have tier 1, like when we get to the point where we start having subs and stuff like that, where you can join and everything. We'll have like tier 1 joiners will get a
access to backstage content,
and everything. Tier 2 will get the backstage pass along with the merch pass. Basically, you're able to get merch once a month, every month you subscribe on the join.
And then the
tier 3 will have the benefits of both of those, as well as
a live interaction with us.
Exactly, yeah. But
hit us up.
Yep, we would be willing to actually do like essentially like a meet and greet with you, and be able to film it with you guys and everything when we go to hang out and stuff. But that's only if you get a tier 3. But that's not going to be for a while. That is currently in the works and trying to get that figured out.
Yeah, it's just an idea that I am pitching, and I just realized that I shouldn't have said that. but
it's all good.
It's gonna be it's gonna be in the works, and we are gonna get it done. I will make sure that we get it done. And T Money, I know, because T Money works very hard. He works very hard on this stuff, so we will get it done.
Yeah.
And but we will announce when it's ready to go.
Mm-hmm. And we will definitely do a big announcement. You guys will know, because we will have for me, not only am I creating the logo and everything for it, but I will be creating a drop video that is incorporated into our podcast for this.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Yeah.
To get you guys hyped up and to let you guys know like the dates and times and for how long it's going for before we do the full release.
Yay.
So, but thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you guys for joining in, watching, subscribing to us, following us on Twitch, and everything down below. This is Jewdog 1302J signing off here for you today. And this is T Money Plays official signing off for you guys today. We will see you guys in the next video. Later.
Yeah, boy.